we are for another episode of the Grimm Tales podcast. Got a good one,
yeah.
I think it's a good one. A good discussion.
It's gonna be a good discussion. I'll give you that. But
I'm actually torn.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm torn. And certain points, I'm like, this movie's ass, and then in other points, I was like, okay, this movie actually kind of choked me up a little bit.
Did it? That I want to hear.
Yeah, that actually.
I want to talk.
I'll get into that. I'll get into that in a little bit. No, but it did. There was a point where I was like, and horror movies don't do that.
No,
horror movies do not like.
Supposed to.
Yeah, there's not really any point where I'm like, man, that hits in the feels, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I actually skipped. What is this? The third or fourth? What is this one? Fourth one? Third one? What is this? I think it's the fourth one, right?
I don't know. I think it's the fourth.
All I know is I only ever watched the first one, right? I didn't watch the in-between ones.
Oh, you mean the movie? Okay, no. I thought you were asking me about episodes. Insidious is the fourth. Yeah,
it's the fourth one. Okay. I didn't watch 2 and 3. I think I might have watched a little bit of 2. I can't remember. It was such
I watched all of them. I'll be telling you right now, 1 and 2 to me were the best.
I watched here. That's the thing. I watched 1 and I didn't really get into it too much. I was more of a fan of the Conjuring movies, which okay. I did find out that the only connection between the Conjuring universe and the Insidious universe is the director.
Okay.
He made both of them. And of course the actors too, like the main actor, he's in both of them.
Right.
But they're completely different stories.
Right.
So like the Nun, the Conjuring, Annabelle, all that bullshit, they're all in their own universe. This is in a universe with something else. I can't remember what it is. Something else is in this universe. I can't remember, but the Spanish one.
What I hated about this movie was the fact that it didn't really focus on the farther, you know, where they go to when they do the out of body experience thing, I call it. Yeah. They didn't really focus. It was focused more on the father and son story. You know, it was like why they hated each other so much and the small things that were leaked.
I did have to do some research because obviously the whole hypnotism thing happened in the third one. So I wasn't
at the end of the third. Going on to the fourth,
I wasn't familiar because that was the whole point. The whole point was so they would forget all the trauma that had happened. So I wasn't familiar with that. So I actually had to go back and watch that, whatever. Like I had to, recap. But yeah, I don't know. It's a mixed bag for me. This one was a mixed bag of nuts. I don't know. It's a weird one, right? Because like I said, at times I hated the movie and at times I didn't hate the movie. So yeah, for those though, let's just get it out of the way. For those who are, the adult stuff, we have to do that. For all those who are listening, this is, of course, the Grimm Tales podcast. We are doing Insidious, The Red Door. Very mixed bag of nuts that we're doing, but make sure...
I'll be honest, a movie that I was really anticipating.
What, this one?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to watching this one and really enjoying it, but it didn't turn out that way.
Honestly, if it wasn't for the show, I would never watch it. Like I said, I swore off the Insidious movies years ago. I watched the first one. I was like, eh.
I watched all 3, so I figured, gotta do the 4. I mean,
the Conjuring universe is better to me. I like the Conjuring universe because the Conjuring universe has the Conjuring, has Annabelle, has that Spanish one, has the Nun. All those are all connected, right? This one is just this one and something else. I can't remember exactly what it's connected to.
Llorona, I think.
Yeah, that's all. That's all part of the Conjuring universe. And the only thing that connects those two is the main actor. Right, that's in the Conjuring movie. I mean, that's in the Conjuring because the father that's in this one is the same actor who's in the Conjuring movies. And the director. The director is the same guy. The guy who makes this movie is the same guy who makes the Conjuring movies. That's the only connection. They're not in the same universe. So that was the confusion that we were having. But like I was saying, make sure if you are a new viewer or listener of the show, make sure to go over to nobullgi.com. Okay, NOBULLGI.com. If you're watching it, you can see it right there down below. If not, like I said, I just said it, NOBULLGI.com. You will find all things Noble, like merch, which we have plenty, and we will be getting a lot more. We got a lot more on the way. As of the time of recording, we have actually a handful of things that are going to be released soon. But like I said, you will see the merch store. We have the full schedule that is updated on the fly whenever something new comes in. So make sure to keep an eye out for that. What else was there? Of course, there is the all episodes, past, present, future, of everything. Grimm Tales Podcast, Grimm Tales Gaming, Attacking the Topic. We play retro games with VC Learn, all that stuff. It's all there, past, present, and future.
The on-demand catalog on that website is huge.
Oh, yeah, and it's continuously growing.
It's huge, yep.
Like, there is all kinds. I mean, hell, even Attacking the Topic is shit.
It's all
It's going. It's going strong. It's going strong.
25th episode, I think, so far.
About that, around that
point.
I think. Well, is it considering the time that when this airs? So.
Yeah, it could be a million by then.
Well, I won't know about that, but it might be in the 30s by then. I don't know. Yeah. We might have done our second State of the World by then, which we do every 10th episode. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, all that can be found on NobleGI.com, past, present, future, every episode on the network. Also, like I said, you'll find the merch store. You will find all the about information you need to know. Hell, you could even be watching all the like the live stuff off there too, because there's live players. Everything's there, guys. Everything is there. Yeah. And any contact forms and anything, all our socials, our Discord server, everything is there. Make sure to get in there, NobleGI.com. Check it out. It's all there, and it's very important. And for our listeners, the film that we are doing tonight, we are doing Insidious, The Red Door. For all our viewers, you see it right there. That is the film that we're doing. And that is the synopsis for tonight's Grimm Tales podcast. So, yeah, let's get to talking, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. This film, I guess I'm a little biased because I wasn't a big fan of the first one, right?
Okay.
I didn't hate it, but it came out during a time when I don't know, it was a very generic thing to do. Everybody was doing these haunting movies.
Right,
and when the first one came out, and I'm like, I was just burnt out on the whole that whole theme. Because it was just everybody was making one, and I didn't feel the Insidious movies. It didn't feel right. And then of course I think I might have watched a little bit of the second one. I did not watch the third one. And like I said, I probably would have never watched this one if it wasn't for the show. If this would have come out earlier in the year, I would have been like, yeah, let's skip it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because it wasn't. Yeah. So, I mean, I watched all three. I needed to watch this one simply, but this one just, I don't know, I'll be honest with you, bored me. It bored me. It took too long to develop. If you watch the old ones, you kind of already know what's going on. The grandma died in this one, the man's father.
Yeah.
And she was kind of the old lady.
Off screen, but.
Off screen, yeah. She wasn't even in the movie. She was kind of like what helped them beat the father. In the other movies, she was also in all the other ones and all that.
My question is, so what were they fighting though? Like this wasn't like, all right, like for example, in the Poltergeist movies, right? There's always a similar demon, right? In a lot of other movies, there's always a specific demon that they're fighting. This was just like, what are they fighting?
Part two of what I didn't like about the movie, they didn't go. Okay, so there's a monster that people call the lipstick monster, right? The lipstick demon.
Oh man, I remember when you first told me that. Oh, that's so dirty. That's so disgusting. Yeah. All I can think of when you say that is a dog running around with a chub, just running around. Like that's all I think of because
terrorizing people,
just shit flying everywhere. Like that's all I can think of, and it just fucks me all up. I can't take it seriously.
I forget the part, but he was in the farther in this movie. One shot. That's it. It was one shot, literally.
Was he in this one?
You missed it on this new one. Yeah, he's in there, but one shot. Like they didn't concentrate on the demon. That's why I'm thinking that because at the end of this movie you see the door again.
Yeah.
If they do make a next one, they're going to concentrate on the farther. That whole.
I would love to know. I would love to know more about that universe. I would love to.
Exactly.
I don't know shit about it.
They did nothing with it in this movie. That's because they did shit in this movie with it. It was more about how the father and the son had a bad relationship, and the reasons why. It's because some of the truth some of the hypnotism was leaking through.
Yeah, it started cracking out. Like when he started
Yeah,
painting and all that other
out.
bullshit, he started remembering him getting like. In which one was it? Was it
Him
when?
going after the family with a
Was that in the
hammer
second
and
one
all
or
that?
the first one? Which one? What did that happen in when he attacked the
Didn't
family?
attack the family. I think that was on the first one.
That was on the first one. Yeah, that's because I remember.
Yeah,
I think I
first-
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah, him chasing. He got
Yeah.
possessed and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, fair enough. I don't know. It's just like this felt. I don't even know. Like it wasn't. Like there was okay. Graphically it was okay, right?
Oh yeah.
Graphically it was all
some of
right.
My favorite part was when the father went into the MRI machine and he started seeing the
Oh, the thing crawl up him on shit like that.
Crawl up
That
and
was
shit,
actually.
yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
was
be honest
fucked
with you.
up. Yeah.
It's like that made me feel a little uneasy
Yeah, dude, that was fucked up.
because I could imagine me in that situation. For one, I don't like being in the machines to begin with.
No, I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah, I don't fucking like that. Me and my big wide ass just you know what I feel like? I feel like a packed cigarette.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like I just got shoved in a
tobacco
tube.
just
Yeah.
stuck in there.
Just stuck in there, right? So it's like, yeah, no, that's like you're basically like at the whim of whatever the fuck. Someone wants to come up and chop your feet off. That well, there goes. You know, what are you going to do? It's not like you can get out. You know.
No.
Which is funny. Off topic. I'll give you this one. Did you know they make miniature versions of those?
I know they make the half moon ones. It's like half
No,
of
no,
your body.
no.
No?
I'm talking like micro versions of them.
No.
I shattered.
for you?
Okay,
Yeah?
when they're not that small. No. When I shattered my arm, you remember when I got the whole spaghetti noodle arm, right? When I completely just shattered it.
For like limb.
Yeah. When they, because they gave the X-ray, but the X-rays can only do so much. When I was
Right.
going through physical therapy and they needed to, like for example, when I got the X-ray, they were like, "There's nothing wrong with it; it's sprained." But I knew it wasn't sprained, right?
Yeah, you would know the pain.
Yeah, I was like a week in, and my arm was like a balloon, and I could like I almost was half tempted to sue the hospital because I went a whole week without being treated on a shattered arm. No cast, no nothing. But no, by the time I went to see a specialist, and it sucked, dude. Let me tell you, because if your arm is jacked up, the first thing you don't want to do is have it extended straight. But what they did is they have this little MRI machine. It's about a little wider than your arm, right? It's big enough to accommodate it's big enough to accommodate most people's arms, right? Unless you're like, I don't know, super jacked, maybe you can't get in there. But at the time when this happened, I wasn't as big as I am now. But yeah, you stick your arm in there and it does like your elbows and your wrists and all that other bullshit. Probably it could probably do like shins and stuff, maybe. I don't know, but yeah,
Maybe they have a special one for like the lower
Maybe.
limbs that are thicker.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it was a little segue, but I just thought that was interesting. I didn't know that until then that they actually make little ones. So
Just make a dick. Because what if you sprain your dick? Like, don't you want one? For that, like sprain the dick. But all that radiation, dick though, that won't be good.
okay, but
Smooth radiation
now
to
I'm
your
gonna I was gonna avoid this because you commented on this before, and now you're gonna do it again. So now I have to comment on it. You just dug yourself in a hole. You know the term "I got a bone" is just a name, right? Like the only reason why you would ever
think you have a bone, but
like there is no reason why you would have to stick your dick in that. Like,
what if you're running and you accidentally bump into a wall and you bend your dick in half and it rips?
ribs.
Oh, those tendons will rip if you can't bend a hard dick. You ever tried it?
Yeah, I've had it. I've had it happen.
Yeah. You ever been smacking the pussy and then your dick just hits the
Oh yeah, absolutely. The worst is when you're getting your bone jumped on, and they come up a little too high.
Whole body weight. Oh no.
And then it comes down and like you basically you get it L'd, I call it.
Yep.
How the fuck did we get here?
So
Point
there has
is,
to be an X-ray machine for that.
point is, I don't think it's wise to stick your dick in an MRI machine. I just don't think
it's
that's
radiation.
Yeah,
Just,
you basically might as well just become a woman at that point. Just get it chopped
Yeah.
off. Chop
With
your beans and carrot off. Become a chick, and that's it. Wow, we
back to the
went
movie.
way far with that one, but that's how we do things. But yeah, no, I don't know. Like this film, It was weird. Like I said, I don't understand the universe. Like the what do you keep calling it that? What is it called?
It's called the farther.
The farther. Okay.
Like
I don't understand the farther.
Yeah, no.
I would love to.
This movie did nothing to help that.
No, and that kind of does make me angry because I actually want to know. I do. Like I want to know more about that realm.
Interesting. Yeah, it's like a sleep. They call it sleep paralysis, or
it's like an OBE.
Yeah, out of body experience type idea. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it's kind of like. It's like an OBE. And
that's the only way to get there.
I don't know. I find, you know what it reminds me of?
Mm-hmm.
Which, and I would love. Man, I'm still waiting on the fucking last season of this.
The Upside Down.
Yeah, the fuck. Well, do you remember? You know, when 11 in Stranger Things, when she goes to look for things, she's in that dark realm. It's like the in between.
Yeah, but there's nothing in.
Yeah, it's like in between our world and the Upside Down, right?
Yeah, where she's stepping in water the whole time.
Like that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of that.
Kind of.
And maybe just maybe that's where they got the idea for in not Insidious, because obviously Insidious came out before.
Before.
Yeah, the first one came out in the noughties. So
right. Naughty.
I'm just saying.
I just learned that yesterday.
Yeah, I'm saying I didn't make it, man. That's just what they call it. But yeah, maybe they got the idea for that little realm from Insidious. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really remember much. I remember
that I was happy about was it felt like they concluded the movie by painting over the door.
Sure.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that whole thing was getting boring. That whole story thing, you know.
With the red door, kind of.
The whole aura, it was, the fourth movie. Yeah.
See, my thing is, like I said, again, me, it's a little different. Like I said, I only watched the first one. The first one was okay. It was okay, right?
Yeah,
I didn't hate it.
I think they tried hard with 3, and then 4, they did it just because it was a name brand, you know. It was a money grab.
As far as I love the actor. Let me get his name real quick. What is his name? Patrick Wilson. Mm-hmm. He's the guy who plays in this movie. He plays Josh. Right, the father. Josh Limhart, whatever. I don't know. But he plays the father, right? But the main actor, his name is Patrick Wilson, and I actually like him. He's a really good actor.
That's what it was. I think the family, the Landers, or
whatever.
But
I like him as an actor. I liked him more in The Conjuring. I really did. He did a really good job in The Conjuring. I've seen him in a handful. He's in a lot of horror movies. It's kind of his thing. But him as an actor, he's a really good actor. If anything, to be honest with you, like the acting wasn't even that bad.
No. Nothing bad to say about the acting. The older kid, you know.
I will say this.
Older, did a great job.
I didn't like the chick. She was too obnoxious.
She was like.
She made a lot of not over. She reminded me of the wokeness of people today, right? That basically they'll compliment you, but it's like a backhanded compliment. But like, oh yeah, I'm glad that you're in this college, but it's only because you're white.
Exactly.
Like it's a backhanded compliment. Like she did that a lot. Like she went to the frat house and she just only had like a whole bunch of negative things to say about them because they were just like white frat boys. And I'm just like, what is that necessary?
Yeah.
Like it was throughout there was I have actually notes on here. Look, I think I'm pretty sure I wrote some of them down. Let me see. Let me go through some of them here. It seems from what I'm reading that this is okay. No, that's not it. I did not have. Okay, no. When the chick comes in and here it is. It says when the chick comes in and they realize that there you go. There you go. Perfect. Here you go. When she comes into the room for the first time and she realizes that they're roommates, he makes the comment saying something like, "Oh, I was expecting," and they were like, and then the father comes in, he's like, a girl, right? Yeah. Insinuating that there's some race discrepancy there.
Yeah,
and it's just like
he corrected it something that she wouldn't think that he meant to say a white person. Yeah.
Let's see. There when they made liberal comments and things about his they made jokes about his last name being like really white.
Yeah.
And it's like, Wow, like that made
Yeah,
I didn't
crazy.
like. There was some
Yeah,
wokeness
Hollywood
in
is
this.
doing that too. Just too much wokeness in movies anymore. It's like, and they make it subtle so you don't get too pissed off, but they just want to slide it in there. Crazy.
What's it
There's
say?
movies that don't need it, and a horror movie doesn't need it.
Oh, okay.
They don't
Here
need
we go.
wokeness.
One of the other woke moments was when they went into the frat house and the main guy was talking about men being men, right?
Yeah.
And they basically like, you know, they were like, oh yeah, we'll be men. Okay, here's the thing. This is the opposite. Like I know some people were like, oh, here he goes. He's going to take shots at trans. No, they actually were like, men can be real men here, unlike the trans people. They're the ones making the insinuations.
Right.
And I didn't even think it was necessary.
Right.
It was not necessary in this film.
Yeah, because the guy that was saying it, he was a little. He seemed to be a little gay himself, right?
Oh,
He
sure.
seemed it. Yeah, he wasn't straight. So,
I'm sure he's puffed down on a few. Just saying.
Sexy.
My point is, though, there was a level of wokeness in it that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
That really set this movie back for me because I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Because here's the other thing. This is how you know the culture has seriously went in a totally different direction. Because there was no wokeness in the other movies.
Well, no.
Because
the
but
third one came out what, like early
18-ish, maybe?
Yeah,
17,
some
18.
shit
I
like
can't.
that.
Don't quote me on it. I'm not
That
100%.
was like the beginning of the woke, but it wasn't really as big as
It
it is
didn't
today.
become big until like it became a really big thing in around 2020.
Yeah, during the
2020,
COVID era.
yeah, 2020, everybody lost their fucking mind. My point is, people got to stop doing that because you look at the failures of things, right? Disney is failing hardcore.
Yeah.
Like Disney's in a
big
crapshoot right now because everybody's
And it
tired of their
almost seems like
shit.
they don't care. That's my thing.
Well, then no, they actually just recently came out and apologized.
Did they really? I didn't hear
Yeah.
about it. I know that there are rumors to cancel the Snow White movie.
Well, they already did.
I'm happy. That
Yeah,
I'm
they already
happy.
did
Yep.
because it got so much backlash because the actress basically went
Yeah,
off the
somebody
rails
did. He
and
just-
started saying all kinds of wild shit. That's not how you promote a movie.
Stupid shit. She was negatively promoting the
Oh,
movie. instead
she was
of
basically
positively.
saying this movie should not be made because it's this and this. And why are you?
Yeah.
You're basically a hypocrite because you're saying, "Hey, I don't like the values of this movie, but I'll take the paycheck though."
Thank you for the money, exactly.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. My point is, people need to learn that it's not a good thing to do. It's not a good look. People are tired of it, and it's going to ruin your product. And now, while this movie wasn't littered with wokeness, it did have unnecessary wokeness in it.
Yeah.
And again, the it wasn't the actress that I had a problem with. The actress didn't bother me. It was her character. The character was very annoying. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but if I would have went to that college and she's the type of person that I would avoid.
Oh, of course.
So bubbly and be like, but backhand it like she's like she's like the woke
day you were born.
No, she's like the racist grandparent that you have, right? That has like Spanish neighbors, right? And will eat all their food, and whenever she sees them, like, "Hey neighbor, how you doing?" Blah 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 blah, and be real nice to them. But then the second you go in the house, they talk all kinds of shit. That's what this character reminded me of. The type of person that's really like. Now I'm not saying she was racist. There was racist things, but what I'm saying is that whole like backhanded compliment shit. Like, hey, I'm glad you got into this college, but you only got in here because you're a white dude.
Yep.
Like,
Basically slapping them with the privilege card.
Yeah,
that,
pretty much.
White people somehow have, magically.
That was just unnecessary. I didn't like it. It almost, if they would have did more than that, it would have completely ruined the movie for me. But it was unnecessary, and that in itself does affect my score towards the end.
Yeah, I mean that affects it. The movie just took too long to progress.
That I didn't mind. I don't mind story.
I don't mind either. But there's some movies that need more than just story. This one needed it.
Oh no, this definitely should have This movie should have had a lot more, like scary shit, violent, like I don't know, ghostly shit maybe. Like this was more. This was exactly what you said. This was more of a story about a father and a son than it was a paranormal movie.
Right.
Which here I'll get to that. Okay, you know what? Okay, well let's talk about that. Okay, I actually got a little choked up towards the end.
Okay.
Like when he finally, like, because you didn't know if he was going to make it out. Like, you thought he was going to be trapped in there. Mm-hmm. And they actually got him out. Like, it was his father. His father's the one that got him out.
Got him out, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, because the whole time you think he's mad at his father because his father, almost
like, ripped him to shreds.
Yeah.
A couple years back.
Well, I'm talking about the husband. Remember at the very end when he got trapped in there, and it was his father that got him out. He's the one that gave him the new lantern because he gave the lantern to his son so his son could get out, and he was trapped in there. And he was like, well, I guess I'm trapped in here now. And then his father came and gave him a new lantern so he could get out. Like that whole, like, him sacrificing himself for his son. And then the father that you thought was a bad person, like, gave him a second chance so he could be back with his son. That whole thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I can't describe it to you, but it got me a little in the feels.
Yeah. Because the father was also tormented by this.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the father. And that's the reason apparently he killed himself to try to thought that he could.
He thought he was going to. Yeah, exactly.
Per se, yeah. If he would kill himself, but obviously that didn't work.
If this movie was an emotional thriller, right, then I would have been okay with the movie. This actually would have been a really good emotional thriller. But the fact that it's been focused as a paranormal, this movie is supposed to be a paranormal horror film, and sure, it did have a few really good scenes in it, right? Like when they were in the one room when all the weird shit like came out from underneath the bed and all that shit, like they were starting to drip through the real world. That was actually cool. The animations were really cool.
Where the girl actually got hurt because it was dripping.
Yeah. And it was like she started doing the crab walk across the floor coming out and shit. Like all that was really cool. I actually thought that was cool. The main demon that they were focused on, which they never gave you a fucking name for the main demon.
They never gave you a name or showed him.
Like it was the one that was chasing him around. The one that actually possessed him in the bedroom, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That they never told you who that demon was.
They did not,
and that annoyed me. You know if
it's a demon that showed up in the earlier movies.
Yeah,
you don't know nothing.
They
didn't even show it,
and that annoyed the hell out of me because it's like, am I supposed to care about this? That's
my biggest pet peeve too. I hate movies that insinuate a creature or a bad guy or whatever, but then never shows it. I hate movies like that. Like,
I got an unpopular opinion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Jaws.
Yep.
Hated it.
I like my Jaws movie.
I hate Jaws. And the reason why I hate Jaws is for the exact reason what you just said.
Yeah, you barely see the shark. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, there are points where you do get to see it, but most of it, it's like, it's like old school 70s and 80s horror movies where you see like Psycho, right? Like when the chick's in the shower scene and the curtain opens up and you hear and she's getting stabbed to death, but you never actually see the killer doing it. Like,
no.
Like, fuck.
No. Yeah, movies like that.
I don't like it.
Off-camera kills and off-character or demons or whatever. Off-camera. Fucking, I hate that shit. Like, what's the point?
It's just like
that cheap that you couldn't afford to fucking put a mask over a man and make a creature.
Sure, like do something. Like I don't like. Don't be the mysterious killer. Like, I just come on. Man, that was more egregious in the 70s and the 80s. They don't do that as much nowadays, but man,
people don't like that shit.
No, but they still fucking do it though.
Right, absolutely.
And like I said, like this is kind of there. It's like this wasn't off. Like you got to see the demon, but they weren't focused on the demon. Like all the paranormal shit in this film took second fiddle to the actual main story.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
Like the whole film was just about a father and a son. That's all. And then there was like, some drippings of some paranormal shit.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are saying that this felt like the conclusion, at least of the Lander family portion of it. You know,
I kind of hope it is.
I do hope it is. Absolutely.
Because it's like you're beating. Like again, now they do have a good thing going on with the Conjuring films, like the Conjuring universe. Like they have the Conjuring films, they have the Nun films, which, Apparently,
we do have
I
to go
have
on here.
never.
Really,
Yeah,
really does.
I don't know what order these are going to get released in if we do manage to get to see the
We'll
nuns.
figure it out. Yeah.
But as of the time of this recording, I have not seen the nun, any of them. So if for whatever reason the nun comes out before this episode, I'm sorry. We don't. We kind of like roll with these ones.
We make them and then we
make them and then we plan out their order because
we
which we do.
Way in whatever way.
Yeah, we don't like to number them or anything because just in case something good comes out and we're like, oh, we need to do that instead. We like to have that. So as of the time of this recording, no, I have not seen either one of the nun movies.
Seen the trailers to that new nun movie and
looks really good.
Delicious. Looks delicious. Yeah.
Even that Spanish one, I didn't watch it.
La Llorona.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one either. No.
And that was at the time when I was misunderstood about the Conjuring movies, the Conjuring universe and the Insidious universe, because I thought they were one and the same, and I didn't really like the Insidious franchise. So I was like,
isn't what's that big famous Mexican producer Del Toro? What's his name?
Yeah, Del Toro. Yeah. What about him?
Yeah, he produces that Spanish one, right?
Was he responsible for the Spanish one?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I'm
not sure about.
I remember, yeah.
I don't know.
Correlation or something.
I don't know if Del Toro was or not. I can't confirm that. But I didn't watch it. Like I said, I wasn't a big fan of the Annabelle movies.
They were okay. The Killer Doll.
But see, I'll tell you the reason why I didn't like it, right? And this is the reason. It wasn't the story or anything that bothered me. Because I remember when they first came out, because I was a big fan of the Conjuring movies, and then they introduced Annabelle in the Conjuring movies, and then they did the spin-off to Annabelle, and they started doing that, and then they started doing the nun movies and the Spanish one and so forth and so on. But the reason why I didn't like Annabelle was because I thought it was going to be something like Chucky, right? Now,
Chucky, yeah.
I would have enjoyed that, right? Actually watching the killer doll walk around and murder people.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't that
suspense type.
It was the doll was a conduit. You never actually seen the doll kill. I actually seen a scene. I don't know what movie this is from. I think it's from Annabelle Comes Home.
Okay.
They go into the room where the family, the people, like the ones that are in the Conjuring, the husband and wife. She's the medium. He's the guy who talks. It's the same guy who plays the father in this movie. But they go into that room where he has all that paranormal shit locked away. Mm-hmm. And there's a girl, and she starts fucking with shit, and everything starts going crazy. And they're like, "How much did you touch in that room?" And she's like, "I touched everything," because apparently the Annabelle doll is a conduit for all other. Like it's a beacon for all things evil.
Right.
So everything that's evil in there, she basically woke up all the evil shit. And I'm like, that actually sounds pretty interesting. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but that sounds interesting. So now we'll eventually maybe dive into it. All I know is I wasn't a big fan of the first Annabelle movie. And the reason why is because my expectations were something else. I was expecting it to be like a Chucky type movie, and it landed up just being a doll that never really moved.
It doesn't move. It kind of like projects its power around.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence. I am willing to give the Annabelle movies another chance. I did enjoy the Conjuring movies. Those were fun. I've never seen the Spanish one, and I've not seen either one of the nun movies. So, I don't know. I'm more of a fan of the Conjuring universe than I am the Insidious universe.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it's it.
I hope it is.
Going farther, I definitely would dig
that I would be down for.
Yeah. But
not with this family.
Now the family's done. They've been throughout all 4 movies.
Basically. Yeah, they got it. Like they just got their lives back together. They insinuated that he was going to get back with her. The father and son's relationship is fixed and all that other shit. It's like okay, let it be. Don't beat a dead fucking horse. Okay, it's like it's done. If you want to do another Insidious movie or do a spinoff on it, do that, but heavily focus it on
Let's keep that place inside the door this time.
Yeah,
outside.
Like let me understand what that realm is. Like I want to know that.
See more demons. I want to see all the demons in part 1, 2, and then bring them back.
And that would be interesting. Demons. I would actually really enjoy seeing that. Out of curiosity, because we are getting close to our time, what do you think? Watching this film, what do you think that the budget for this film was?
This movie. I'm gonna say $15 million.
You say 15?
15 to make.
Close. Actually, close.
Okay.
It had a budget of $16 million, actually.
Okay, it was off by a
Yeah,
million.
it was
Yeah,
close,
I mean,
very close.
it wasn't much this movie. Yeah, I mean, they didn't spend no money on CGI with the demon, so I'm sure they.
Now,
couldn't be
okay,
mad.
how much do you think in the United States did it gross as of August 14th?
It's a popular name brand, so I'm gonna say it made like $25 million
82.2
in the U.S.
in the U.S.
82.
$82
Yeah.
million. Okay,
I'm pretty sure a lot of people went into this movie like I did. I saw 3, so I gotta see.
how much do you
I'm
think
sure
it
that's what it
grossed
was.
in other territories
Worldwide?
outside? Yeah, well, in
gonna
Europe
go-
and everywhere else.
Maybe like another $1 million, maybe.
106.3 million.
Oh, been close. Yeah, close. So altogether, it
All together, this film
It was
cost
a
them
success.
$16 million to make. They made back $188.5 million.
Yeah.
Pure
It's-
definition of a success.
That's a real success, but I'm sure most of it was because if you saw 3, you got to see 4.
Sure.
That's my opinion. Yeah.
I mean, it's the same reason why I watch some movies, right? Like, there's a
Right,
lot of
exactly.
movies. Like, okay, Evil Dead, which that was the
Right.
first episode. I watched, okay, all right. Evil Dead was a mixed bag for me, right? Because I didn't hate Evil Dead, but Evil Dead, it wasn't what I wanted it to be. It wasn't bad. I'm going to tell you right now, it was better than
all.
this film.
Not at all, but it wasn't the best either. So
No, it was better than this film.
big time.
But it wasn't what I
Very
thought it
good.
was. But the main reason why I watched it, other than the fact that the trailer made it look like it was supposed to be like the darkest movie ever made,
Amazing,
which don't get me
right.
wrong, it was okay. It was good. It was definitely a lot darker than the original ones. But the reason why I continue to watch them is because it's the Evil Dead.
Right.
If they make
There's some
another,
brands
even
that
after
people
this
are
movie,
invested.
even after this movie, if they make another Evil Dead movie, I'm gonna watch it.
Absolutely.
Even though Ash isn't even in it anymore, I still am gonna watch it because it's Evil Dead.
It's because you're already you're invested in these titles, and you just got to see them through.
Like if they make another Conjuring movie, I'm gonna watch it because I've seen all the other Conjuring movies. You know, they keep making Chucky, and don't get me wrong, there was quite a few Chucky movies in there. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, like the robot one, yeah, that was terrible.
Not even
but,
just, like there was the the cult of Chucky, that like where all the Chucky dolls were everywhere, and they were all possessed by different versions of Chucky.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
I loved I love Child's Play. Child's Play movies were fucked up when I was a kid.
It's a franchise that they know if they just shit out something, they're gonna make money.
You know they're doing a new season. It's like it's already on season 3.
I do want to watch that.
I do.
I haven't even started season 1.
I watched a couple episodes. Me and my daughter were supposed to watch it. We never got around to it, sadly. But I do want to watch it.
I do got to do that. Yeah.
I might actually start doing that now. I'm a bitch. And I don't know if I want to watch Chucky by myself. Chucky was a childhood trauma for
Oh,
me.
Chucky fucked me up growing up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chucky is a group movie. You want to watch that in a group.
Like I don't know, right? Because I can watch. See, I don't know. I'll watch Chucky, right? And I'm gonna be checking under my bed for like a month.
Fuck yeah, dude. Behind the curtains and everything.
Yeah, Chucky fucks me up, dude. There's not many. I am so desensitized, but Chucky, man.
Chucky has a lore behind it because even in the 80s.
It scared the shit.
everything,
Dude, I had my
people
buddy
would
doll.
People would actually say that their actual buddy doll was possessed.
No,
Yeah,
I
that
had
was
my buddy
crazy.
doll. I can't remember. I think his name was Tommy or something. I can't remember. He had red hair and everything. He like the whole thing, and had the little fucking suspender jumpsuit and everything. Threw him out.
Yeah.
That doll probably cost my mother like $100 and some, maybe more, to get it for me
bet.
because they were expensive
Yeah.
back then. I threw that bitch out.
Hell yeah.
My mother
on.
didn't even know about it. I threw his ass out.
Easy. And I believe in possession. Matter of fact, I think you took one from me. I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago, I gave you a statue.
I think
It
so.
was a ceramic statue. You were with one of your exes, and she fell in love with it. And
Yeah,
because that
I remember
fucking
that.
thing-
Yeah.
that thing was possessed, dude. That thing would make my windows sound like it's coming open and everything. And it wasn't. Curtains would move. And you said you were gonna take it. I'm like, by all
Yeah, here
means.
you go. Take this stupid shit. But you do realize that just in study that actually doesn't get rid of possession, right?
Yeah. Well, I learned that
possession
later.
Possession attaches to the individuals, not the
and if it knows that you're about to give it away, it'll just attach itself to something else.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. All in all, though, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. This movie, it wasn't the worst thing I'd ever seen. But it definitely wasn't like the hype that this film got. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, you have to watch it!" And I'm like, "Why?"
And I felt that way too. But after I saw it,
see, I kind of went into this film with low expectations because I didn't like it. So
I went into this one with a little higher expectations than you did, and I was gravely disappointed.
I think that's the reason why I didn't give this. This movie's not. You'll get my scores here in a minute, but this movie didn't get a horrendous score. And I think because my bar was so low. Mm-hmm. If I would have went into this movie with very much higher expectations, oh yeah, this movie would have got dunked on.
Yeah.
But my bar was low already, so just saying. Like I kind of went into this movie expecting it to be a dumpster fire, actually. I didn't have the problem that you had. Mm-hmm. You said that you forced yourself through this film.
Yeah,
I didn't have that problem.
It took too long for me. Yeah, that's like,
I don't know. I like dialogue. I mean, shit. I'm a big Star Trek fan, right? And the big dunk that people have on Star Trek fans is Star Wars is full of action, which it is. I'm a Star Wars fan too, right? But Star Wars is full of all the pew pew bow bow explosions and action, right? And Star Trek is full of a lot of dialogue.
A lot of dialogue, a lot
of storytelling and shit.
Yeah,
it's less action, more storytelling, and I'm okay with that. Not a lot of people are.
Me too. Love Star Trek.
Cyberpunk.
More than Star Wars.
Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk. I say Cyberpunk. Blade Runner. Both Blade Runner movies. Very dialogue heavy films, right? A lot of talking. A lot of people didn't like that. I love the film, right? So dialogue and story doesn't bother me. Did this movie need more horror though? Yes.
That's the thing. When you have good dialogue and good storytelling through that dialogue, you're hooked. This movie didn't have that. The dialogue was cheesy.
It was.
I mean, it just retook on all the other 3 old movies with the family and the son.
It was about the son being a bitch through half the fucking movie. Like, talking to his father like, fucking, fuck you, Dad, you don't know me at all. Like,
very little paranormal.
Very little. I'd say the paranormal started coming in about maybe halfway through.
Yeah, 20-some minutes into the movie.
Not even. I'd make at least 40 minutes into the movie. Like, they started really... Like, they had little sprinkles of paranormal. But it didn't really start until, like
when he was sitting in a car and you saw the ghostly figure behind the windshield or whatever.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
But
this was... It was marketed as a serious paranormal film. And it was... there paranormal in it, but... No.
I would tell you what I really think about this movie. It's a franchise, so it was a money grab.
They milked it.
That's what that was. It was a money grab. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I do agree. They're like, yo, let's try to get one more out.
Right.
And the fucked up part is it had potential to be a good movie.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely did. Like if they would have focused more on the paranormal, if they would have focused more on that realm, it would have been a really good movie. But here we are.
They didn't do that.
No. But it is that time of the show where we give our scores and thoughts and all that other good shit on the film on deck. So, as we do for everyone who's just watching for the first time, I will give it to you briefly. We give scores on 4 different categories. That is story, acting, gore, and production. And then we give that is a 1 through 5 score. Then we give it a woke meter score, and then we give you our overall score entirely. That is what we're about to do, so let's dive right in it. As tradition dictates, as I always say, we're going to turn it over to VC Lauren. What do you give the score on the story for this film?
The fucking story. It did link properly with the first, second, and third.
Yeah.
So I'm not complaining about that. But it was a dry story. I'm going to give it, I can't give it no more than a 2.
No shit.
I really did not like it. I did not like this movie at all.
Huh. We're going to be on opposite ends of this one. I didn't hate the story too much.
Okay.
Because it got me, right? It got me in the feels. which it shouldn't have, right? That should have been a problem. But it did get me, right? It actually got me, and I actually appreciated. I appreciated the story that they were telling, not the story that they should have told, right? They were telling the story of a father and son struggling and them trying to rekindle their relationship. That was a great story.
Yeah, through a possession. Yeah,
through possession. Yeah. That was a great story. Was that the story that should have been told? No. But I did appreciate the story. The story was good for what they were telling. It was the wrong story to be telling in this movie. Yes.
Or maybe keep that story, but then add on to that with the additional demons and
or something. Yeah, absolutely.
Something like.
But what they did put on deck, I didn't hate. I didn't hate it. Okay. It didn't make the movie any better. So, but I liked. Here you go. I liked the undertone of the father-son struggle. I understood that. I could relate to that, right? So I felt it. I got again, wrong movie. If this was done in a different movie, it would have been great. It was definitely the wrong movie. But because it was a compelling story as far as that goes, I did give it a score of 4. So I did that because I did pay attention. I focused on it. I wanted them to make up. I wanted them to survive. And then like when I found out he was like, it would have been predictable. Actually, I thought he was going to sacrifice himself for his son. That would have been the predictable ending. The fact that he actually got out and they all had a happy ending, I wasn't expecting that. So I was like, okay, fair enough. So I didn't hate the story. Was it the story we should have gotten? No. And that's not going to affect my score at the end. This was a good story for what it was trying to tell, but it was not the story that should have been told. Okay.
Right.
So now, moving on to the next scoring point, acting. What do you give the acting in this film?
I had no problem with the acting. I mean, all the actors were superb. I mean, even the female character, in some parts, she was hilarious. You know, she was funny. She made
which she shouldn't have been though. But go on, I'll let you go. No.
So in that department, taking aside all the non-horror that we didn't really get or whatever, the non-paranormal and everything. If I base it just on acting, it gets a solid 4. It's above average acting. It's good acting.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. I won't debate it. I'm going to go a little lower than you. A little lower. Okay. Because the main actor, again, I will say his name. He's in the other movies as well. Patrick Wilson. Great actor. He's a very good actor. I like him in everything. Everything that I've seen him in so far, I enjoy. But I thought the son was a bitch.
But he played a good bitch.
Yeah. Yes and no. There were certain points, certain things that he just said that I'm just like, no one would say that. Shut up.
Right.
Like it's just.
I agree there.
It wasn't believable.
Was goofy. That's what that was.
The girls acting. Okay. I don't know if the actress was like this or not. So I'm not going to intentionally hold this against the actress. I don't know. But the character of his friend in college, I fucking hated that character. The character annoyed the shit out of me. Even the frat boys were turned up a little too high.
Right.
Like, I know frat boys do dumb shit, but this guy was like, he weighed about 110 pounds wet, and he's talking about men being men. Like, dude, I could smoke you.
That was just an opportunity to throw some wokeness in there. That's all that was.
That's all that was. So I don't know. And of course the acting with the wokeness in there, that hurt it. That hurt it too. Like 3.5. 3.5.
Not bad.
It wasn't bad. It was good. It was, and you know, most of the reason why it got a 3.5 is because of the main actor. In my opinion, he's the one who sold the movie. I think
he carried the movie. Right.
Yeah, he carried the movie. Yeah. Oh. I remember another one he was in. He was in the Tallgrass movie we watched. Remember, he was the bad guy.
That's right. He was the bad guy.
Yeah.
He was the father of
Yeah. That's what I mean, dude. He was great in that movie, right? I'm saying he's a great actor. He plays a good horror movies.
So he mostly does like horror suspense type of movies.
From what I've seen him in a lot. I'm trying to think of non-horror stuff. I can't remember. But he's in a lot of horror stuff. But yeah, 3.5 for the acting. So now let's go on to the gore. What is your gore score for this film?
There was really no gore. I mean, can you remember any gore? I'm trying to think hard.
There was gore. The demons were covered in blood. They had little they were all dilapidated, and they had like missing limbs and shit like that. So they focused on the injuries, like however they died. It's kind of like that.
They had the injuries and on the body paint and everything, but there was no like.
No, but it was there. That's the problem.
It was there, yeah.
If they would have never did it, then I could have given it a pass. But the fact that they tried to be edgy, it's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2.5. It was there. It was average. It wasn't above average to me though. It was average.
Okay. See, I actually am going to go a little lower than you.
Okay. Because when we say gore, to me, it's like gore that the enemy causes on like splatter.
I don't even if it's a demon and it's got like half a face like or something like that. That's so gore, It's not just the violence of gore. It's actually anything. If it's nasty looking, and it's like
if it's bloody,
that's gore. But the fact that they tried to be edgy with the demons, they tried to put it in there. They tried like the whole vomit scene and all that other bullshit and everything.
Yeah.
Like they tried to be edgy with it too. It was weak.
Okay.
If they would actually did more. If they would actually did more and they would have focused more on the demons and they would actually made it more gory, I might have appreciated it a lot more. But it was weak. It was very weak. So I give it a 2. It was below average for me. Production. What do you give the production of this film?
The production was good to me. I thought the scenery was great. The colors were great. When they went into the farther, it was dark. It was like a reddish, bluish type of tint. I like all that. I'm a color guy.
Oh, I know you are. You fucking prick. Yeah. We're going to have to mention it again.
I sure am. Yep. The Mandy. Yep.
Gave it a fucking seal of approval just because of a red filter.
That I used to get in trouble when I was young because I would see colorful light. So that shows you things.
But again, I'm going to dunk on you again. I'm going to every time we discuss this. The film's production was horrible for that film, right? It was horrible. It was very, very low budget. Right. It was low, but it wasn't horrible because it was intentionally horrible. It worked within its means as far as the budget goes, but it was not good production. You gave the production of this fucking film a seal of approval because of a red filter.
Because they used the right filters for the right moments, and
it's like ooh shiny. That's why. That's exactly why.
I need
ooh shiny.
Me, I had to decide I'm gonna follow it all my
fucking
life.
Right off a cliff.
Right. Yep.
Ooh, shiny. Woo! Son of a bitch. I'm gonna dunk on that every time. So, all right, go on with the production.
Yeah, forever. The production. I'm gonna say the production was. It didn't blow me away. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I'm gonna give it a 2.5. It was average.
Wow. Okay, I actually think I beat you on that one.
I didn't dislike it, but I didn't adore it either. So
I didn't hate the production. The production was fairly decent.
The soundtrack was okay,
especially for the budget. Giving the budget into consideration. The budget, you felt it. It was good. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I gave my score for a 4 on the production. Sound quality was good. Camera work was good.
Yeah.
Use of CGI was in there.
Movie like that. Yeah.
There was some CGI in there. There was definitely some practical effects in there. 4. It wasn't. It was above average, but it wasn't great. It was passable. It was definitely good in that area. So you gave it a what? 2.5. I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 2.5. I stuck with the average. Yeah.
Okay, no, fair enough. I won't argue that. So now let's move on to the woke score because we don't get too many of these that actually move the needle, but this one did.
You have a neck for pointing out the woke stuff.
It's because I'm a stickler. I'm an old fuck. That's why I'm like that. Get off my lawn. That's why.
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. I originally gave this movie 1, but I'm gonna upgrade it because of the conversation we've had. You actually brought up a whole bunch of different.
There was
things
quite a few. The girl did it. The frat boy did it. There was just unnecessary wokeness in the film. It wasn't egregious, right? It wasn't like throughout the whole movie, but it was there. Like when you make a joke about he's white. Okay, so if you would have did that in the other way around, and he would have made a joke that you were black, that wouldn't have gone over so well. That
would have been fire.
But the fact that she made a joke about him having a white name and all this other shit, that was okay, and that was like ha 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 ha. No.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was unnecessary. It didn't make this movie any better. It didn't serve any purpose other than to be woke.
Right. So I'm going to upgrade it. So I upgraded to a 2.5.
2.5? Okay.
2.5. It was because it was done too many times. It was done through her, the frat boys,
It was there. It
Even
was
the
sprinkled.
father-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sprinkled throughout. It was unnecessary.
sprinkled,
Now, if you want to put woke culture in a movie, it has to at least serve a purpose. Like if you're
Right.
doing, if you're making a film and it's about the culture at the time, and obviously we have woke culture, so it needs to be in there if you're telling a story of the time, then fine. But if you
Because
have a film that
they
just sprinkle it in there
words
for the sake
around.
of being it, then I can't do it.
Exactly. That's what they did. Because it served no. They could have switched her lines to make them not woke at all, and it would have made a difference.
No, it's like
Not at all.
it's like it was a woke plug. That's all
it.
it was. So you gave it a
Yeah.
2.5. I gave it a 3. So
Okay.
it moved. It fucking moved, and that affected the score too. That definitely affected the score.
Yeah.
So with that said, now we move over to our overall score of Insidious: The Red Door. So what do you give your overall score of Insidious: The Red Door?
When I first originally watched the movie, I gave it a 4, and I'm gonna, even after our conversation, a 4.
You give it a
I
4?
was really
Wow.
disappointed. It wasn't terrible, but it definitely wasn't what I wanted.
Wow, a
Yep.
4.
It's
I think
a
this,
4.
as of the time of this recording, I think this is the lowest score you've given so far.
Yeah, terribly disappointed with this movie.
Holy
Maybe
shit.
since I watched all 3, and I just
Maybe.
wanted a different outcome, but it didn't work for
Well,
me.
you had more high. I think that's what it is. I think you went into it with much
and
higher
I
expectations.
came in really hyped. I'm the one that suggested the movie.
Yeah, no,
I
this
believe.
this was your
Yeah.
this is one of your picks. Yeah.
So it's like, I gotta watch this. This just came out. I gotta pay for this, and waste of money.
My score is not going to be as low as yours. It's not. It's on the other end of the spectrum, but it's not super high. I gave the overall of this film a 6.5. Little bit over, and that's because it did touch me. The story touched me, in some inappropriate ways as well.
That sounds sexy.
It made my gooch feel a certain way.
I felt it in my butthole. I wanted to shit after.
This was a punishing gooch movie. That's what it was. My gooch hasn't been the same since I've seen this movie. Was it worth seeing in the theaters? No, it wasn't.
No.
I kind of regret that.
Absolutely.
I do not.
I want my money back.
Yeah, absolutely. This was not a good theater film. No. Is it an okay $5 rental? Maybe. Is it great for streaming services? Sure.
Maybe. Definitely if you've seen the other ones, I definitely recommend paying the $5, $6, $7 if you want to rent it.
I'd say $5. I wouldn't go any higher than $5. $6 maximum.
$30 at a theater plus snacks?
No. Definitely not. It was not worth. This is a disappointing theater watch. Absolutely disappointing theater watch. I'm actually kind of butthurt, and I will be butthurt over this one. As far as that goes, my score. I know my score is a little weird. I gave it a 6.5. And mainly the reason why I gave it a 6.5 is because I did enjoy his acting. I'm not going to fall. And most of the people, like I said, even the actress that played the chick, the friend of the son, I didn't hate her acting. No, I won't fault her as an actress.
Nice MILF. The mom was a sexy MILF.
Yeah, I'd give it to her. I'd give it to her in the farther.
Give it to her right in there in the darkness.
On top of the fog.
Yep.
Yes. No, but the acting wasn't horrendous. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrendous. That helped the score a little bit. If the acting was even worse, I probably would have gotten an even worse score. The production did play a good role. It wasn't bad production. It was okay. The story, even though it wasn't the story we should have been told, it was a touching story. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will revisit this. If they do another one with the same family, this movie gets a 2.
Yeah, no, they need to get rid of the family.
This is done. This is done. End it. Yeah. The family needs to. That's it. This is it for the family. If this is the end of the story for the family, they all got a happy ending. That's it. Done.
Move on.
Make a new one.
Another family or something. But let's focus on the farther because that's where
absolutely
movie. Yeah.
So 6.5. That's my overall. You gave it a 4. That's going to be that one's breaking it right down in the middle. So
It sure is.
So very average movie. Very, very average movie. Again, If it's, I don't know if it's still in theaters or not. I can't remember. If it still is, don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still in theaters. Wait until it's on a streaming service at the best. I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't even really push the rental. If you really want to see it, sure, go maybe $6, maybe nothing more.
Maybe.
But if you can wait for it to be on a streaming service.
Yeah. It'll be on Netflix or Paramount.
Netflix, Paramount, Max, something.
Yeah,
It'll be there. It'll be there. So just wait on that. Not one of my favorite movies that I've watched this season so far. Not a horrible movie, but definitely. Again, my expectations were much lower than yours, so I think that affects our scores. I think you went in headstrong with an expectation. I went in; it actually was better than my expectations. I thought the movie was going to bore the fuck out of me, and it didn't bore the fuck out of me. So that was a plus. But it wasn't great either. So wasn't that? It definitely could have been better. But that is the show, everybody. That is this episode on Insidious, the Red Door. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you stayed it. If you have opinions as well, get down there.
Insidious.
I could go with that. Get down in the comments below. If you agree with us, let us know. If you disagree with us, let us know. Down there in the comments, guys, okay?
I'd love to see the comments.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Leave those comments. We always love reading them. We also like to reply, especially you motherfuckers that like to be ball breakers, too. We like replying to you guys as well, as long as you make it interesting. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, make sure to join us over on noblegi.com. Everything will be there. Our merch is there. Our schedule is there. Everything, even our every episode, past, present, and future, is there. You'll find affiliations like VNG Dev, Synth Pop Radio, and Abomination Realm. If you're make sure, if you're watching this directly from YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with everything that we do here on there, and also find us on other social medias as well, like TikTok, Slayer, Instagram, fucking YouTube Shorts, everything. We're all there. Everything that we have been starting to push the shorts too, so you're probably seeing a lot of those lying around. So yeah, all in all, like I said, guys, check it out. All right, check it out. It's all there. Noblegi.com, NOBULLGI.com for all our listeners. If you're listening to this, thank you. If you're watching this, also thank you. We appreciate all of you. Make sure to join us every Friday, 12 p.m. EST, or anytime after that, because it's not live.
But
so
it starts there, but you can watch it anytime you want.
For the remainder of season 2, you will be able to find Grimm Tales the podcast every Friday, 12 p.m. EST. So that's it. So yeah, with that said, though, it is time to get the hell out of here. Get the weekend started.
Do your thing, and
absolutely.
Do mine.
Well, you're gonna pass the fuck out. So
no, sure am. Sure am.
Make sure to check out our schedule too. There might be some new stuff by the time of this recording. I don't know, but we do know that we have game nights with yours truly. We have the release of The Quest is probably out. We have, of course, this. We have all the other shorts. We might even have some other new stuff in between. And then, of course, we also have Attacking the Topic every Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. That's it. That's the big boy. Okay, that's when we handle some business. Okay, no filters, no topic is safe. So make sure to check all that. All that can be found all on noblegi.com. With that being said, though, I think it is time to get the hell out of here.
Sure is. Peace, guys.
Peace out. We will see you on the next one or on a live show. Until then, we will see you when we see you. Until then, peace out, peeps.